we saw all the memes come out about the new spending bill, right? 1,800 pages down to 100 pages. Okay, this is stupid. This ain't gonna work. I know we want to celebrate it, but doing scorched earth is not how it's gonna work. You will do far more damage immediately going from this to this than you will even keeping this. And I don't like giant spending bills. So the reason is that there are hundreds of thousands of things that are funded by the government individually. We need to do this a step-by-step process. Focus on cutting down waste, fraud, and abuse in one sector at a time. It's a slow process, but it could stop it from doing more damage. Congress doesn't like especially one thing in here, and that is that their pay raise got taken out. Now, a lot of them, they make $174,000 a year. After 2 terms, they get a pension for life and healthcare for life. They don't tell you about that part. All they say is we haven't had a pay raise in a decade and inflation has been going up. There is a lot of spending. There's a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse in the government. But cutting it down to this isn't going to happen. You can't do that overnight. So the vote is probably, I think we're actually at a higher chance of a quote-unquote government shutdown. I'm going to put quotations. I think our percentage of a government shutdown is higher than it usually is. And the reasoning is that instead of just playing this stupid bullshit game they do every time of like, we're not going to vote unless there's this, and we're not going to vote unless there's this, and we get closer and closer and closer and closer and closer, and then they realize, all right, well, we might get blamed for this. All right, let's give in a little bit. And then now they go and say, see, we're giving in. They're not. And they're like, oh, we might get blamed for this. Let's give in a little bit. And then they come to a deal. And the deal is usually just a continuation. So they just do a continuation of the current spending bill to keep the lights on while they negotiate a separate spending bill that isn't a part of it, but then they get to throw everything else in it. And everybody wins. They all get to pretend like they kept the government alive. They get to take credit for that. All the while, they all get to spend more of your money.